My paintings are kinda weird and similar to them. In fact, there is no in the world. The world is now focused on contemporary art, which expresses in some original way, some idea. This is popular, this is hateful, this is cringe. But I think, do you want to add this cringe to yourself? Do you think that makes sense? Or more reputational loss? My paintings are just reputational acquisitions. Agree, you and your guests will feel a little ridiculous looking at the canvases of abstractionists, or a bunch of trash, or banana and shorter any nonsense, presented as art, like contemporary art. But there is an antithesis to this. These are, for example, normal academic paintings, which reflect reality in the highest way. And there is still a level up. This is what I draw. These are, for example, general plans, master plans of the world's greatest cities. Objects depicted there are unthinkably expensive. This is very cool. The whole world is interested in this, and it will be interesting to people always, as long as humanity is alive. What I'm portraying has no expiration date. These objects will only grow in price. It's not only good taste. That's a smart approach. Complete antithesis and opposition to that. What I'm doing now in art. See the gallery of paintings in the description video and in the profile cap like. My name is Eduard Kichigin. Started redoing the pitch little by little paintings in my portfolio. It seemed to me all the time what it looks a little bit not parade. From one side, I believe that it can look like anything because it's not fully a painting. It's as if the records are sketches. My attempts to understand something about designing. My sketches behind ancient architects. And this format suggests that leaf isn't supposed to be parade or glossy, and it must constantly be filled with new details, new records, new sketches. Desire for parade and desire for gallery puts your imprint on me, so deleted a huge amount of photos. Left only a few and starting to rewrite texts with which I accompany these paintings. Next there will still be and probably video about that, how I tell about every picture and probably PDF presentation. Shorter, starting to gradually put everything in or need to do it like this so it looks on the top itself. At the level of the main galleries of our world. Links to pictures in the video header and in the profile description. Subscription. My name is Eduard Kichigin. All of me for the most part know by my sketching and quick drawing technique. But then where did this technique come from? This is design work on landscape and architectural projects. Around the world, there are a huge number of concepts which you can see in my portfolio, in the profile cap and in the description of the video. Usually it's first concept sketches in my sketchbooks in the form of such simple sketches. I do it at the same time as develop general idea of the project and collection of information. It's very convenient then, and in parallel I go to work in 3D. Me like to comprehend my project in different ways of visualization, as in sketch format and in the format of a simple model, which I easily and quickly make SketchUp, and in visualization format, which I do usually in the program Unreal Engine Linear, Twinmotion, D5 Render. Therefore my presentation project activity, but it's totally not that ancient old school, which may seem from my sketches. It's the opposite of the most modern, the most advanced technology of all. What is there to date? My portfolio. You can see in the description of the video and in the profile like repost subscription. Can't imagine how I would get out if only I didn't have such a sketching skill. Not only that, designing is a very stressful job. Everything changes there in one moment, and often you're just having a conversation and offering your solutions, and the client should not understand what are you saying in words. It would be better if it was all at once. Fix some image, and here sketching is completely irreplaceable. Ideas come to your mind instantly, and you do not have a tool for that to visualize this idea to the client. And then there's some problem, but this problem is cleaned up 100% if you can take any available piece of paper, even a napkin in a restaurant, and make a little simple, short, quick sketch. And then interaction with the customer. On a much higher level, there is a good technique, which is just grind for such needs in instant sketches. I use this in practically all my drafts, those in Russia and those that are international. Look in my portfolio. Follow the links in the profile header and video description. There's quite a few public drafts, and they all started with sketching. First resork, then growing some project idea, then simple sketches, discussion, and then already development, or on my camping laptop, or on my big computer in the studio. This whole story translates into 3D in the workroom and in the presentation. On this approach to sketching, I created lessons in Russian as well. lessons in Russia. You can see in the profile cap and the description of the video. My name is Eduard Kichigin. Incredible vibe waking up in a hotel in Italy in the morning. Fall asleep in a hotel in Italy in the evening when there's an ancient Italian town around you. This is crazy. Awesome romance and so nice. What can you afford it? This is such a buzz. Wake up is very cool. If you will be the sun. If the sun is pointed at the windows of your room. You can hear Italian speech outside and you think, will you go out? Take a little Americano, maybe some croissant or slice of pizza, and then your day will begin. It's a good travel life. I love Italy and right, do you love her? Like, repost to follow. My name is Eduard Kichigin.